Hello everyone and welcome to a tour of Imperial College London. Now, why am I doing this video? Well, back when I started a couple of years ago, myself and my peers took a while to get used to the surroundings, the environment, and it would have been really helpful for me personally at least to have some kind of visual reference of what to expect when I started a few years ago. And so I want to provide that to you guys. So whether you're prospective students or simply just curious about what the campus looks like, hopefully I can provide some entertainment and information. First thing I want to mention is one thing I actually really like about this campus is that the entire campus is concentrated within one square area of buildings. And so you can get from one department building to the other in a few minutes. You can actually get from one side of the campus to the other in 5 minutes or so, which is really nice. You know, everything's compacted in one area, everyone's studying in the same places. So first of all, for this tour, we're going to start with the perimeter, go around the outside, and then I'm going to show you some of the insides of the buildings. With that being said, let's get started. So we're starting out at the main entrance on Exhibition Road. This is a South Kensington location. And so this street is absolutely gorgeous. This building behind me is the City and Guilds building. So on my right, we have the Department of Mechanical Engineering, that's the one. And on my left, we have the Business School. So we're going to continue down towards Hyde Park, which is just a few minutes walk over there. And we're going to turn over to Prince Consort Road. So as you turn the corner, we are now at the Royal School of Mines behind me, built in 1913 by Sir Aston Webb, who also actually designed Buckingham Palace, what else he designed? The Victoria and Albert Museum, and also a lot more gorgeous buildings. And as you can see, this is one of the most gorgeous buildings that I have ever seen. It's absolutely beautiful. Originally, this was for the study of minerals and geology, and now it's part of the Faculty of Engineering. Further down Prince Consort Road is the Royal College of Music. While just as gorgeous as the Royal School of Mines, it's actually a completely separate entity from Imperial itself, although they do have a lot of partnerships. However, just opposite this is one of the most iconic landmarks, not even in London, not even in the country, but in the world, the Royal Albert Hall. Fun fact, we actually have our graduation in there. Pretty cool. Now, a short walk from the Royal Albert Hall is the Student Union, housed in this square called the Bike Quadrangle. And if we walk through, we have the Student Union Bars and Club, which I'll show you now. So this is the Union Bar called 568, and this is the Union Club called Metro. See what they did there with the name. Within the Bike building are actually a bunch of rooms for activities for clubs and societies, as well as martial arts rooms and also a cinema. Back on the Prince Consort Road, we come to the real stars of the show. They outshine the likes of even the Royal Albert Hall. On my right here, we have the Roderick Hill building, which is for aeronautics and chemical engineering. On my left, we have my favourite, where my heart is, Blacker Laboratory, which is where the physics department is. More on that later. Now we're going to turn the corner onto Queensgate. Behind me is another absolute stunner of a building. Honestly, when I first saw it, I mistook it for the Taj Mahal. This is the Huxley building. It houses the maths and computing departments. And this entire street is just filled with absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous architecture. It's some of the best in the world. And not only that, but some of the most powerful in the world. The street is lined with embassies of various countries, including the best country. Now, as you turn onto Imperial College Road, we see that it links back up to Exhibition Road where we started at the top there. On our left, we have the main Central College Library, and on our right, we have the Chemistry Building. As we keep walking, we see Queen's Lawn, with one of the most iconic landmarks of Imperial College, which is Queen's Tower, currently covered up by a bunch of scaffolding. I say currently, it's been like that for a good few years. We also have this questionable statue. The sculptor, Anthony Gormley, who also designed the Angel of the North, says that it's a man squatting on the balls of his feet. Now, I don't know about you, but no matter how long and hard I stare at the erected statue, still can't see it. We also have a student encampment for Palestinian solidarity on Queen's Lawn right now, but we're just going to leave that there for now and keep walking down here to Skempton on our left, which is Civil and Environmental Engineering, I believe. And on our right is the Sir Alexander Fleming building, which is the medical school. As you come to the top of the road, on my right here, we're back at the City of Guilds building. And on my left, we have the Dyson building for the Department of Design Engineering. And we're back on Exhibition Road now. Now you've seen the outside, I'm going to let you in on the inside because anyone can just come to South Kensington and walk around, but not everyone can get access inside the buildings. As you walk through the main entrance here, we will see a grand open space, which is very cool. Here's the main entrance. As you can see, we have the business school on our right. We're going to ignore it and keep walking through onto Derby Court. Through these doors, you now have Derby Court, which is a lovely courtyard surrounded by the Bessemer building, which connects to the Royal School of Mines, as we saw earlier, the Electrical and Electronic Engineering building there, and the Faculty building right here. Now, we have two options. We can go down this ramp here, but it does just connect back to Queen's Lawn. So what we're going to do is head down to Sherfield Walkway over there. Sherfield Walkway is the main hub of Imperial. It connects you to all the shops and restaurants for places to eat on campus. You'll spot up a choice from places on the walkway through to the junior common room. And into the senior common room. And now we come out onto the Sherfield building, which is the main centre for administrative inquiries, as well as some pretty nice places to study on higher floors. And behind us here, we also have the Great Hall, which is where we actually have most of our exams. I'll show you if there's nothing going on. I hope there's nothing going on. Okay, there's nothing going on, but they're set up for some kind of event. But yeah, usually this is aligned with the horrifying image of desks all laid out in a matrix. So yeah, this is the Great Hall. If you keep walking down Sherfield Walkway, you'll come into the Huxley building up here, which I'm going to show you inside now. And now we're going to enter the Huxley building. Now we're going to leave the Huxley building through this corridor on my right, down this hallway into Blackett, where we want to be. Should we still show a lecture theatre? Never mind. So as we keep walking down this hallway, we have entered Blackett Laboratory. So this is Blackett level 3, and it looks out onto the Prince Consort Road entrance. And here it is. The lecture theatre has people in it, but I filmed some of it before, so I'll show that footage now. And the computing suite is closed, but I also filmed some of that earlier, so I'll put that footage now. The upper and lower floors in Blackett have labs, study spaces, offices. Pretty cool. To be fair, that's what it is like in most buildings. But it's nice to show you around the inside of one of these. Oh, and I should have mentioned this earlier, but if you haven't checked by now, Imperial is a STEM-only university, which means science, technology, engineering and maths. And also a business school, which means you're not going to find any humanities like law, art, history, literature. What is that? Disgusting. Fun fact, instead of hating on the fine arts like other universities, we don't have that since we're a STEM-only uni. So we just use the department as a punching bag instead. And you might think, that's kind of strange. Cool, a respectable degree, right? No, it's not. Not Imperial. A very common punchline for degrees is, should have chosen an easier course. Like, you might be thinking, what the hell is this guy talking about right now? But I'm not kidding. Those guys are jobless. They don't do anything. They're jobless. They don't do anything. Their course is so easy. It's a Mickey Mouse degree, man. Anyway, that's all I want to say. We also have loads of vending machines and coffee machines stored around campus. Here we have the Queen's Tower rooms where exams and events are also held. And if you come out here, we are back onto Queen's Lawn and the library. Here's a better view of the Queen's Tower, although don't really need it because it's just more scaffolding. We're going to head to the library, I'll show you around, and I think we'll wrap it up there. So there are 5 levels in this library. The first floor is for group study, 2 and 3 are silent, and then 4 and 5 are not silent. So I'm going to show you 1 silent and 1 not silent floor, just to show you what the vibe of the library is like. Now, I must warn you, I actually do have a condition where if I stay in the library too long, I burn up and die, so we're going to get out here as soon as we can. And here we come onto level 4. Very open plan, very nice vibes. On the first floor of the library, we have the library cafe, which is a very popular spot. It's great to grab snack, muffins, coffee, and also hot food. Now we're going to head back out onto Queen's Lawn. Thank you very much for watching this Imperial College tour. If you want me to show you the inside of any more buildings such as chemistry, medicine, or literally anything else I want to show you, any more Imperial centric videos, let me know. And that is all. Thank you very much for watching.